Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Bastion. How are y'all doing this morning? We are back with episode 3 of Valhalla, our second day on the job. Hopefully it goes well. I don't know how I feel about our first day, whether it went well or not, but I think it went pretty okay. I want to take a little bit of time exploring kind of this interface here. Apparently we can buy a hollow plant to not get distracted? Question mark? Oh. Okay. She's thinking about the hollow plant. That's an expensive hollow plant. I don't understand what these... I'm gonna buy the hollow plant though, because you know what, she wants it and she deserves it. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Surely, right? Augmented eye. 70% of our 70% of our readers consider shrimp ramen to be disgusting. With a total of 6,000 votes, it looks like the market for shrimp ramen is reducing. That's good, because it sucks. It sucks so much, I barf a little every time I smell it. Wow. So I guess these are just, like, general articles. This morning, a suicide attempt was thwarted by an unidentified local woman. The incident occurred at the Artemis Will Mall, where people know someone was at the rooftop of the building. Firefighters were called as soon as the presence was noticed. Just when the would-be suicide victim jumped off, a local victim was able to catch them midair. I wonder if that was the woman that our boss mysteriously brought in. I think Alice Rabbit might be a dog. Dun dun dun! What? Well, oh, something real must have been in the article, but it got hacked by Alice Rabbit, because Alice Rabbit is the hacker that's been at large. Oh, no. Dangerous opinions? Does anyone know of childhood romances that succeeded in real life? Has she been commenting on everything I've been looking at and I totally missed it? Oh no. I'm going to marry Miki! Well. Happy not birthday? I haven't heard of Alice in a while, now that I think of it. You think they're planning something? There's this constant rumor I hear about a terrorist attack next week. Oh no. Normally she leaves a funny ASCII drawing in a message, something like, happy not birthday. That page looks silly. It's amusing in its own way. Thanks, 4. So 4 is just the cat, right? And 4 just like chats at us. Alright, she was saying something about all these, huh? Midair, that sounds too fantastical. The shrimp is so artificial it doesn't trigger my allergies. Those purple numbers. These ones? That's ASCII. That has meaning. Hold on. Alright. So I put in all the binary here and used an ASCII converter. And apparently the retribution is co, is what that says. Secret message? Meaningless? I don't know. Let's get back to the game though. Alright, and I think that's all we have to check out here. So let's go to work. Yeah? And hopefully Jill will be able to not be distracted. Good evening. Oh wait, I forgot to move my face. Hold on. How do you pronounce Givnin? Hey Jill, That's a sound you don't hear every day. Boss, what are you doing with that helmet? I was just about to ask you where it came from. That's the White Knight's helmet, isn't it? Did she leave it? A White Knight came yesterday and she left and, well, she forgot to take it with her. I figured she'd eventually come looking for it, so I left it under the count. Wait. Do you regularly put things on without asking who they belong to first? I don't plan and evaluate every move, Jill. I just act. Anyway, as your boss, I'm taking this helmet until the client comes for it. You sound happy? Well, this helmet is comfortable and cool, and comfortable and cool, and really, really cool. Hello. It's strange that you're late, Gil. Yeah, the traffic was. Ah! Don't run, you have work to do. I'm not going back to Hong Kong. Ooh, too relevant. Hong Kong? Chief? Sorry, I thought you were someone else. Apparently. I'll leave the rest up to you. I'll detonate the Pluto warhead somewhere safe. The what? Where now? Nothing. Never mind. She seems happy. She's been tense these past couple of days. If she's somehow relaxed now, good. Are you all set? Yep. All right. You know what? I was pretty happy with our songs last time. So let's just keep it going. Let's keep it going. Time to mix drinks and change lives. And I'm all out of lives. Hey, Donovan's back. Hey, Brat, you're in luck. I decided to bless this place again. Luck, he says. Oh, Mr. Donovan, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? What do you think I want, kid? A big beer, right? Oh, crap. I should have rewatched the last episodes before recording this one. This is our one chance to get him as a regular. Mix it. Okay. Did I get it right? Here you go. Yes, now that's what I call service. That's good to hear. Yes! We got it right. Ah! What brings you here today, Mr. Donovan? Today we were supposed to hand the interns an article topic. All those crazy bitches came flocking to me like the first high schooler with a car. I couldn't deal with it, so I switched places with some poor sap. He was supposed to be doing an interview today, but to hell with that. And thanks to all that shit, I found myself here, blessing your hellhole with my presence. You were here yesterday, too. How did that come about? There's this gal that's performing a concert later tonight. Miki? Yesterday, I was tuning the details of the interview I'd have with her today. And like I said, I'd rather work here than deal with a pack of competitive bitches. I see. How was the interview? Easy enough. The fact that the gal had a nice pair of knockers helped. Excuse me? We've come a long way in the department of Lilim sex appeal, I tell you. She was a Lilim, then. Yes, one of those new fancy king-class Chia models. I've heard they're anatomically correct, in every way. I wouldn't mind finding out about that myself. Hey you, the guy with the John face. Huh? Me? What the hell is a John face? Yeah, you. Do I know you? I don't think so, sir. No, I'm pretty sure I know you. Wait. It was the Hong Kong riots 10 years ago, right? I've never been to Hong Kong, and I certainly didn't defect from any anti-riot force after stealing supplies. Really? That's a bummer. You look like a guy who owes me a drink. You were in those riots, Mr. Donovan? Do I look like some anarchist hippie to you? 10 years ago, I tried to start a silicone business. So I was in Hong Kong talking with some investors when those damned rioters broke out. Seriously, though, did they think the laws they were trying to pass wouldn't backfire? They're openly trying to segregate people with augmentations. No matter how many they have different capabilities you put in between, it's still segregation. And once people start crying segregation like that, you're doomed. This is the PR century. If you're gonna do that, disguise it a bit. That's a very laconic way of summarizing the incident. I'm uncomfortable with the complexity of these characters. I want them to be like black and white. I want them to be like either people I hate and detest or people that are kind of okay. Not this like wishy-washy thing, okay? I mean, there was a political agenda revolving around cheap labor, and the plan reached such a developed stage because the media was instilling fear in the public. The general fear that augmented people would become power-hungry maniacs was a key factor in the plan. Everything is mostly the aftermath of previous protests where, on second thought, maybe it's better to be laconic. Trying to get the full picture might take you back beyond the Industrial Revolution. All that happened when I got out of high school. I remember I had to turn down a scholarship in Hong Kong because of all that. Scholarship? That's no mean feat, brat. Well, I guess even without the scholarship, there would have been the language barrier. I remember I was kind of excited back then because I was really into this one Chinese idol band. It's one of those things I'd rather not remember much of. You know, we all go through that phase. You'd be surprised how easy Chinese can be. So you know how to speak Chinese? The only translator I had available was some pizza-faced pencil neck, and I wasn't going to allow myself to be seen with that. If someone like me can learn Chinese in 2 weeks, well, I'm guessing a scholarship student might have a chance. Why do I feel like he suddenly challenged me to finally learn Chinese? Chinese? Wait, when you say Chinese, do you mean Mandarin or Cantonese? Tangerine? Canto what? When people say Chinese, they're usually referring to written word, not the spoken one. It's important to clarify because there's lots of dialects in the Chinese language. In Hong Kong, lots of people speak Cantonese, so just saying Chinese won't do. You might have learned Cantonese because you're only going to Hong Kong. Or you might have learned Mandarin because it's the one spoken by the majority elsewhere. I went to Hong Kong and I managed to seal a deal. I have no idea about anything else. Right. Anyway, surely a student with a scholarship can serve me a Mars Blast too, right? Sure, on it. Alright, Mars Blast. Got it. Nailing it. Alright, 6 Bronson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 Power Word Delta. 4 Flanner Guide. Are these real words? 2 Karmatrine blended. Boom. Here you go. Alright, I guess I'll believe your story. Right. Hey kid, I got wasted yesterday, so there's certain protocol here. Would you mind telling me if I said anything someone could use against me in court of law? Unless complaining about your investors can be used as a legal weapon, I don't think so. Also, just in general, you being a big old butthead. Oh good. Heck those sons of bitches. What did I tell you? How they want unreasonable stuff, how they feel like they have more power than you do and all that? Oh yeah, I recall something like that. But then again, it seems to be something I say a lot when drunk. That and racial slurs in German. Racial slurs and what? Why does he know so many languages? But let me tell you something. There are people worse than your investors. Who? Your clients. Excuse me? Your readers. If you think clients are always right, then you're wrong. Unless I'm the client, that is. We live in an era where PR is the first and only word in anything. You can sell the shittiest of stuff and people will buy it if you're the apple in their eyes. Apple of their eyes? But make one fucking mistake and it's over for you. You're suddenly a criminal to them. No chance of appeal. Gods forbid if they ever catch something you said out of context. A month ago we had to clarify that we were talking about the animal in an article about cougars in nearby forests. All because we got a pack of 40-year-old divorced soccer moms crying about hurt feelings. They were having picnic parties in the same forest and thought we were writing about them. God, I hope at least one of them gets eaten by their damn namesake. Yeah, it's funny when someone else hears it, but the smell of rosy perfume still makes my blood boil. Nowadays, nobody can take a joke. They're always out for blood. You can't win. You'll always offend somebody. And while some take it graciously, many just love feeling insulted. They relish the thought of ganging up against something. And those hypersensitive bastards are your clients. They're the ones you have to target. I run a goddamn newspaper. The whole point is to present news in the most neutral way possible. Being offended by a newspaper is like being angry at the mirror. Sure. Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds reasonable. It's not like he's totally wrong, but hearing from him is kinda... Damn, look at the time. I need to get back to work soon. Really? I just finished the interview and it must be posted as soon as possible. The fact that we're posting it after the chick finished her concert is enough of a problem already. Something delayed the interview? The interview was supposed to happen last Friday. One of the interns, this meek little girl, was supposed to do it, but for some fucking reason, she just didn't. I spent 2 days negotiating something else instead. Negotiating? Did you have to pay or something? Basically. When that encore concert happens, I need to plaster that chick's face all over the front page. I see. Okay then, one last drink before I leave. Give me something bitter to wake me up. Got it. On it. Bitter, and Jill suspects something with some alcohol? You won't want something girly. Probably a gut punch. Maybe a little bit of alcohol. Not a whole lot. He's already had a good bit of Carmetrine. It's probably just one. Aged, mixed. Voila! Here. Yeah, this works just fine. Man, that Cal's producer was angry as fuck. Trying to negotiate with him was a hassle. I've had less problems dealing with SoCal Justice Warriors. Who? SoCal Justice Warriors, that mafia vigilante group that runs around solving crimes in swimsuits. Wait, what? Oh yeah, those artificially blonde, artificially tan folks with the big blunt objects. Yeah. They're an interesting group, you know. They only accept people born or raised in South Carolina, or California, and go through hellish training on a daily basis. They have to. No normal person can run around in swimsuits in this cold weather. They have an interesting view on the world and how it works, but they're pretty sensitive too. Too many outlets have insulted them in the past, so they're trigger happy against defamation. I've had a dozen guys in Speedos talking to me about some news while flaunting their bags of batteries. And they were still more polite than that producer guy. Think about it. Watching a banana hammock move at the same time as a bag of batteries was more pleasant. I'm pretty sure there's a banana hammocks and bag of batteries audience somewhere, though. Well, I'm out. Thank you. Please come again. Yeah. That was, tiring. Hey, Jill, I think we have a problem. Don't tell me. Yep, I can't take the helmet off. Yeah, very funny. Did you check on the internet for help? How to take off a Valkyrie type White Knight helmet is not precisely a common query, you know? I could break it, but I don't want to damage a client's proper... What, did you run out of air? I just realized you served a Valkyrie in Valhalla. Shit, don't scare me like that. I don't think you can run out of air with this helmet. What are you gonna do? I know someone that might help me. I'll give her a call. Let's see, where was her number? Oh, here it is. Hey, Iris, I need some unclogging advice. Iris? I've heard the Chief call her a couple times. Maybe she's a friend? More importantly, will Chief be fine? She will. Even if there's no God or Buddha, you can always trust Boss. Yeah, let's hope you're right. Hey, honey, can you see me? Dorothy. Yeah, I can see you. Why? Really? Man, did they sell me the wrong stuff? Who sold you what? Jill, I'm going out for a bit to buy a screwdriver and bacon and... Are you talking to yourself again? No, I'm not. Hello! Oh, hello, Dorothy, wherever you are. I'll be back in a bit then. She didn't see you? Oh, I get it now. They sold me a Vic jammer, not an optic camouflage system. Care to explain? Have you seen those pics or videos of someone stripping or undressing? But I mean the ones where the clothes are the only thing you see, and the other person is invisible? Come again? No? There's people out there with a fetish for invisible people, where you can only see a few articles of clothing floating about. I was trying to find something that would let me cater to that fetish, but my contact misunderstood my request. I asked him to bring me something that'd make me invisible, and he did. But I'm only invisible to cameras. Even then, wouldn't your clothes be invisible too? With such a jammer or something? You have a point. Oh well, I'll work something out. Maybe I'll get a Nano camo module. Nano camo? Haven't you heard of Nano Camo? They're a military technology company that recently branched into civilian appliances. They use nanotechnology to make fabric or other materials take any color or texture you want. You can order a module from them and change the colors of clothes, walls, or tables with it. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll look it up. What does that have to do with what you want, though? If I remember correctly, they have a module that makes things almost invisible to the human eye. It was quite pricey last I checked, though. Almost? To the human eye? Well, it's not perfect. If you move, you'd be an eerie surroundings-colored blob. And we Lilims see things differently, so it's ineffective against us. Still, it might be what I need. Now, what was that about talking to yourself again? Did y'all see that in the background? Nothing important. What are you having? I'm in a good mood, so give me a piano woman. Sure. All right, easy. Can do. Piano woman. Success! One piano woman. Thanks. I love these ones, you know? I keep them for special occasions, whenever I'm feeling good or when I need to get out of a slump. And today? Today I feel good! That's nice. Okay then, how's this for a bonus payment? Oh, the ticket from Friday? I can't believe she still remembered that. And that guy was so nice in giving it to me. Too bad I was filled to the brim with dogs. I would have enjoyed the drink here otherwise. I don't think this ticket should be valid. But then again, they were improvised, so there isn't really a contract involved or anything. You know? If you're lonely enough to start talking to yourself, we could hit an arrangement. Keep me fed and I'll keep you company. You'll still need to pay if you want to get naughty, though. I think I'll pass. I already have a cat that does all that. Do you pay him too? Finish that sentence, and I'll make sure you truly become invisible. Fine. Consider this a standing offer, though. Oh, hey, John. Ah, Dorothy. I didn't see you here last Friday. I was dealing with some stuff over the weekend. And Monday. Yeah. Was it a girl? I wish. What did you do? I'd rather not talk about it. Hey, honey, what did he do? Gil's been a complete mystery for as long as I've known him. His past is like a nebulous mass that tries to bite him every once in a while. Nebulous? You hear so much random stuff, it's hard to make connections about what happened when. And, you know, people lie. Does your boss know about it? She said, I'm not the one to judge. Seems like she knows what the hell's going on. But I think I'm better off not knowing. It's not really that necessary, and it's a pain to think about it. I'm right here, you know. Did I tell any lies? No, but never mind. Oh yeah, about your boss. Why was she wearing a helmet? She found it, she put it on, and now she's stuck. Oh yeah, randomly putting on stuff you find is problematic. No shit. I mean, there's this girl that wanted to see if she could use a glass bottle as a bit early for those stories, don't you think? Nope. By the way, it's weird that I didn't see you yesterday. I have a job too, you know? Yeah, but you usually come before you start. Aw, did you miss me that much? Yesterday was a bit different. I worked the entire day. I don't know if I should ask. Oh, it was weird, but not kinky weird? The guy paid me to spend all day pretending to be his daughter. Really? Yeah. I go to his house at 11 a.m., dressed as requested, and spend all day there. Play some games, occasionally tell him I love him, go to bed when ordered, and leave. Nothing sexual. I used to expect him to push me against the ground and have his way with me. But after 3 years, it's unlikely that'll happen. 3 years? Yeah, 1 day a year for 3 years now. Oh, but last year he also wanted me to play the part on his daughter's birthday. Wait a sec. Does he have a daughter or not? Had. Seems she died 4 years ago. Oh. Yep. I seem to attract that kind of people for some reason. What kind of people? Nobody. I said nothing. Give me a moonblast, would you? Sure. Yeah, that's one way to change the subject. What is wrong with all of these people? I get that it's a dive bar, but like, dang. Dang. This is an uncomfortable amount of people. An uncomfortable amount of incredibly damaged people. Here you go. There's something interesting about this drink. I don't actually like it, but I can't stop drinking them. Tastes like a bit of sugar drowned in pure alcohol. Small wonder you feel like that. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Yes, I'm single and I don't mind that you're a girl. Do you actually mind what anyone is? Not at all. Anyway, it's not about that. Do all DFC-72s look like kids? Yes and no. At a factory, we look like kids because our development needs to be as close to human as possible. Then you look like babies outside the factory? Nope, every fresh DF-72 looks about 10 to 13. Makes it easier to upgrade later. Upgrade? Once the DF-72 passes 3 maturity tests, it can opt for a factory upgrade. Said upgrade alters its body to something older. Some go for it, some don't. Will you go through it? I don't know. Right now, I'm a rarity. You don't find many like me in my line of work, so I have an advantage. This is really unsettling. And I really need that advantage, you know? How so? When people hire me, half the time it's not because I'm me. The amount of role-playing I have to do on the normal night is ridiculous. So if I stop looking underage, I'll lose my advantage over everyone else. I didn't think about it that way. Should I think about it at all? I mean, maybe I'll go through with it if I ever decide to retire or something. Right now, I'm just fine the way I am. I see. Good evening, Gil. Welcome to... Does that happen a lot? Not really. It would happen less if Jill would just let people call her Jules. Call me Jules and I'll make sure every time you sit you'll hear the cling of your shaker. Fine, fine. I'll be with you in a minute, Jamie. Just let me finish here. Sure, no hurry. Hello, sailor. Hello, young lady. Just call me Dorothy. You're Jamie, right? Nice to meet you, Dorothy. Hey, let me buy you a drink. Oh, I couldn't let you do that. I insist. I got a hefty bonus the other day, and today I'm in a good mood. I suppose it'd be impolite of me to reject. Sure, I'll take your offer. Yay! Honey, I'll have a big sunshine cloud. I'll be fine with just a gut punch. Come on, don't be stingy. Ask her something more expensive. I'd rather not. Man, that girl puts me on the edge with the way she addresses people. Okay then, let me get your orders. Okay. One big sunshine cloud and a little gut punch. Yeah, one's probably good. We don't want her to get waste. Well, no, we'll give her 2 because it's big. It's big. On the rocks and blended. Can I only put 1 Karmatrine in? Is that what happened? Oh, I messed it up somehow. I'll have to go back and watch the video to see how I messed it up, but we're good now. And then just regular old gut punch. That'll wake you up. It's his first drink. We'll give him 1 Karmatrine. We don't know if he wants to drink or not, or if he's wanting to do this out of obligation. I totally forgot to actually age it or anything. Here and here. Thank you. All in order. Thank you, Dorothy. Don't mention it. And thank you, Jill. It's my job. Hey, Dorothy, may I ask you something private? If you need a price list, I have a convenient card with updated fees. I can give you a discount if you pay for the room or invite me to dinner. No, thank you. It's not about that. Then go ahead. I don't think you can ask me something I've never been asked before. Is it true that the DFC-72 line leaves tracking nanomachines in the other person after they violate every hole in your body regardless of its original? This is not
family friendly.
Yes. That's a semi-myth that nobody has tried to dispel. It's true, but also not true at the same time. Care to explain? We do have tracking nanomachines, but they're released when the body enters alert mode. When we're being assaulted or the like. That way the authorities can chase down the attacker. It's kind of buggy though. I've heard stories of DFC-72s who marry, get nervous on their wedding night, and BAM! Their partners end up spending the honeymoon in jail. I see. And besides, I've modded myself so much that if any tracking nanomachines were still being released, I'd have to commend their tenacity, to be honest. There's also this urban myth that those nanomachines help improve performance, but that's just silly. Now I get to ask you something. Sure, go ahead. How much of you is still organic? Just enough that my skin still heals over time. Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll tell you that and nothing more, young lady. Fine, see if I care. Honey, I'm going. I'll leave you with the meanie. Thank you, please come again. That girl's something else, huh? She's so earnest about what she does that it's kind of hard not to root for her. She also has no qualms about anything whatsoever, and that becomes a problem from time to time. Okay, I'm done here. Right, I'm gonna go take my... Gil! I need your girly hands for a second here. Coming! Sorry, can you take care of him while I help her? Sure, no problem. I apologize if I'm taking time for your break. Nah, don't worry. Sorry you'll have to deal with me. You're no problem, Jill. Yeah, but you usually seem to have a blast when Gil's the one serving you. Anyway, do you want something else? Can you make me a Mars Blast? That I can do. Better not give him any sort of... I guess all the M's are blasts, huh? Mars Blast. All right, 6 Bronson, Power, Delta, 4 Flanageed, all blended. Boom! Here. Bitter and mind-numbing, just like war. Have you been to war? Life's a war we fight every day, Jill. So you haven't been to a war? No, not an official one at least. There's something I've been wondering for a while now. What could that be? First, it was how a professional assassin could be so polite and pleasant to be around. But I guess in your line of work, it doesn't have any bearing on your personality. Thanks a lot. What I've often wondered about is how you can be so calm here. Aren't you worried about police or the like? Well, first of all, I try to keep everything as clean as possible. Second, I don't come here looking for trouble, so I don't raise suspicion. And finally, you can thank your boss for easing my mind about other folks. My boss? I've seen what she's done. I feel safe here. She could take care of things if I went haywire. Haywire? You? Don't mind that. Okay! This is fine! You wouldn't happen to know how she got her mechanical arm, would you? I heard she lost her original fighting a cyborg wrestler that had gone rogue. Just a rumor, though. Damn, I still don't know then. Have you tried asking her? She told me it's more interesting if it's left a mystery, which leads me to believe that she might have started some of the rumors herself. They're believable because she's her. Maybe I'll see her in action one day. You should. It's quite the show. Good news, Jill. The helmet came off and you can take your break. Finally. It's always a pleasure, Jamie. Thank you, Jill. Boss, break. All right. Oh. Well, that was an exciting day. I think that's where we're going to go ahead and end this episode, our day 2 break. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd love it if you could like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube things that everyone says. It's an interesting series. I'm going to say that after every show. It's going to be like episode 30, and I'm going to be like, this is interesting, and I'm not sure if it matches my brand or not yet, but we're going to play it for a while. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I hope that y'all are as well. I hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. See ya!